We are currently working our way down the rugged North Sea of Cortez, hoping to stop and see as many of the wild and remote anchorages as possible before the northerly gales arrive and take us south. At the end of our last episode, we raced the sunset and anchored in Alcatraz Cove just before dark.
Our sail plan today is to make it just 12 miles south, to anchor behind Punta La Gringa, where we should be protected from the upcoming northerly gale force winds. The 35-knot winds are predicted to start blowing this morning, and we are hoping to get there before conditions get too heavy.
It's about 6 o'clock in the morning here at Alcatraz Cove.
You can see the swell is pretty rowdy. It's time to go. Woo!
The developing swell coming into the anchorage is a sure sign that the strong winds are working their way down upon us.
It's coming straight from the side. We felt certain that we would be able to make the 12-mile journey before the winds and seas had time to build. Little did we know that this 3-hour sail was going to give us the heaviest inshore sailing conditions we have ever seen in our decade of sailing aboard Spy.
The morning started calm enough, with a light breeze pushing us out of the anchorage over the building swell. It was at this point that the elements began to pick up, and we began to second-guess our planned route through the narrow passage ahead. It was not too late to change course and take the easterly route around Isla Coronado. It adds 5 miles, but with much more sea room, it is clearly the safer route. To complicate the situation, Ali is beginning to feel seasick in the building seas, and we are tempted to take the quickest passage. The shorter inner passage is lined with reefs and only a mile wide. Taking this option, we will need to be very careful with our course, but our big fear is the tidal currents that strongly flow around the North Sea, and there are likely some that flow through this passage. If we are unlucky, they will be opposing the wind and greatly increase the severity of the sea state. Without tidal charts for the area, we are rolling the dice. Conditions are looking good as we near the entrance, and I can see no obvious signs of heavy current or wave action ahead, and so we hold our course. Once inside the channel, conditions began to escalate steadily, and I became increasingly concerned with the building sea state. Soon, these 6-foot waves began to steepen and break with increasing regularity, threatening to come aboard, fill our cockpit, and swamp our decks.
Hatches closed. Close all hatches.
Suddenly, these little monsters were up in full force, and I was made to hand steer as they aggressively crashed all around us. I needed spy not to broach and work the tiller to keep course straight down the steep faces. I didn't know what would happen if we ended up beam on, taking them over the side of the boat, and I didn't want to find out. Luckily for us, there was only a small section of the channel that was up to this ferocity. It soon passed, and I was able to activate the wind vane and get Spy sailing herself again.
Wow. In all the chaos this morning, I threw a line out, made it even more chaotic, and we got a fish.
After a few days of waiting out the heaviest of the weather, we were off to the small town of Bahia de Los Angeles, in need of some food and fuel before exploring more of the North Sea. Anchoring in Bahia de Los Angeles, we were near empty on fuel, and were lucky to meet our neighbors on the way to the beach. They told us the restaurant on shore offers rides to and from the distant gas station, and they lent us a couple of extra jerry cans to save us a few trips back and forth. After topping off our 18-gallon fuel tank, we hopped in the dinghy to make our final run into town for some groceries. Bahia de Los Angeles is a very remote place where goods are trucked in from afar. The stores are surprisingly well stocked, but this makes the prices much higher compared to some of the other towns we've been to. And although it stung a little bit, we were still able to stock up on some necessities and goodies.
Baja's expensive.
Baja's expensive, guys.
We just spent $300 on a couple bags of food.
Which we needed. We didn't have anything left. Last spring, on our way up to Puerto Peñasco, we quickly passed through many breathtaking places that we vowed to revisit. So with the small calm weather window in the forecast, we jumped at the opportunity to take the 8-mile motor to revisit Isla Coronado. After dropping the anchor, Aaron could not wait to get in the water and see if he could spear us some fish for dinner.
With a nice rocky bottom and plenty of reef fish about, things were looking good. I was excited when I saw my first grouper of the season and couldn't pass up the opportunity. So I took the shot. I soon had a couple more fish, with a gray bar grunt and a barracuda from this distant school. With a stringer full of fish, I couldn't wait to get back and show Allie what we had for dinner.
It's very different. Yeah, a little grouper.
Little grouper. It looked bigger down there, I swear.
That's a good size grunt.
Yeah. I got excited about the grouper and it was kind of small. And then later I was doing a bunch of diving and I had a bunch of opportunities on some much bigger ones. Nothing huge, but probably twice the size of that. What a monster, huh? Little baby grouper. We'll fry them up though, it'll be tasty.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Gray bar grunt. Barracuda. Happy man.
Turns out barracuda's delicious.
It's not so bad.
Who knew? It's super nice.
Isla Coronado is a stunning volcanic island. With its powerful presence and secluded anchorage, it's exactly the kind of place we dream of. I was really looking forward to the impressive volcanic hike that I had missed out on last time we were here. Aaron's footage was amazing, and I was nervous and excited for the physical and mental challenge of getting to the top. Going on a hike today. Gonna hike to the top of this volcano.
We're at the base of the hill now. Here we go. Just a little bit at a time. See if we can make it.
There's a dinosaur in there.
Getting there.
Having hiked this trail last spring, I knew how difficult it was, but Allie was in for the surprise.
made it to the very top. Felt like we were climbing to Mordor. But it is worth the pain. What an amazing view. And this mountain range. Montañas. There is little known about the history of this volcano, and geologists are unsure of the date of its last eruption, but gas and steam activity was last recorded in 1539. We expected there to be a crater atop the volcano, but instead there was a beautiful plateau. We had a magical time being in this unique environment with the delicate life that exists up here.
What did you think of that, beautiful?
It's so nice. Definitely worth the pain. Is that a one?
Yeah.
Now, the descent.
What a hike.
What a hike.
Made it all the way to the top. That was fun.
That was fun. Let's go home. Thanks so much for watching, and if you liked this video, hit like and subscribe, and if you really appreciate what we're doing, please consider becoming a patron. See you all next time.